welcome back, one and all. Hello, Bryn College. How are you all? I trust you had a good time practicing with the materials that I gave you with the last email that I sent out, including the 2 practice videos from the leaders and followers perspective. Hope you had some fun with that. So I haven't talked with you yet about that, but I'm looking forward to finding out how many of you actually tried to use the turn, how many of you tried to incorporate the turn, or just kind of like how many of you just kind of dropped off at where we stopped and didn't want to try the turn until it was explained to you. In any event, whichever approach you took, they're both fine. That was there for you to maybe try to explore a little bit and see how much you could figure out and how much you actually know about what you're doing, to reinforce your own muscle memory and to reinforce your own suspicions about the pattern of this dance and what you're finding to be true about it. So I hope you guys had some fun with that and didn't find it too frustrating that I hadn't taught that to you before allowing you to view it and try it. Sometimes I think it's a good idea to just throw things at you and see how you do with it, and if we don't need to explain it, then we don't take time with it. But if we do, then we go back over it and we explain it, no problem. I'm a very big fan of giving you guys a chance to figure out as much as you can on your own. And by all means, bring your questions back to class after you have your little examinations or your experiments or whatever, and check out your findings or what you think you found with me, and I will either confirm or deny your suspicions or whatever. So anyway, like I said, I hope you had fun. The music from Tony Sucar was actually a very nice song. I enjoyed that a great deal these days. It's one of those things that I just listen to over and over again. Uno de los dos, uno de los dos. Yeah, but anyway, I'll be sending you some other things and some other information along with some musical suggestions for you. We're going to be looking at different genres, different tempos of music, right? All that's going to be happening. In a moment, what you're going to do is you are going to get your practice on. And I'm going to turn on the music. I'm going to turn on the numbers first. You're going to practice with the 1, 2, 3, the 5, 6, 7. You're going to do it by yourself from your personal perspective, be that leader or follower. We're going to go all the way through the numbers to the end. And then we're going to turn on Bailando con Flaco, my song, and we're going to dance all the way through that, which is a little bit longer, from beginning to end. Your challenge, and by the way, you are not expected to execute your outside turn unless you want to. If you are sure what you're doing, or if you feel like you can do it without messing yourself up, go ahead and execute the outside turn. But if you can't, don't. Just work your basic step, your side step, your cumbia step over and over again in groups of 4, right? So that you give yourself some time to build up some muscle memory and give yourself time to think about your transition. Very important. So you're going to do those things. You're going to do them while you make sure you keep your head up, your eyes up, your hands above your waist, your steps nice and small. You're going to use moción cubano in the hips, right? You're going to use a little Cuban motion in the hips to shorten your step and to smooth it out a little bit. Be kind to your hips, your knees, and your ankles. So remember, save time, space, energy, all those things, very important. This is everything that we've talked about up to this point. You're going to incorporate in your practice. The one thing that I want you to pay most attention to is your sense of timing. Are you having a problem staying with the numbers? Are you having a problem dancing with the song without the numbers being said for you? Do you have a problem finding the rhythm in this music? That's a very real question. One that presents itself to some people almost all the time, and to others in some very particular places. Sometimes the rhythm can be obscured by the artists deliberately, depending upon what style of salsa you listen to. We don't need to get into that. But right now, I want you to evaluate your sense of rhythm when it comes to listening to Latin music. Are you able to find the downbeat? Are you able to jump in there and dance on that count of 1 and get started at the appropriate time? Are you able to stay on time with the music, with your steps executions? Alright, so those are the things you're going to pay attention to, and you're going to do that for the next 5 minutes or so, whatever, to the 2 consecutive songs that I'm going to play for you. And then after that, we're going to turn the camera down to the floor, and we're going to break down that outside turn for you. Okay? So, that's what's coming up next. Hey Stumpy, how you doing? Stumpy the Wonder Dog has wandered into the shot. Alright, so let's get ready to practice. I'm going to turn on the numbers for you, and here we go. Don't pay attention to the camera. The set will be in transition while you're practicing, but I want you to start when the music starts. Are we ready? Here we go. So one of the necessary skills in terms of dancing that you're going to need to know is that you don't necessarily need to see me to hear me. So listen to what I'm saying and watch what I'm doing. So, as I stand here with my left side facing the camera lens, my left foot is now forward, my right foot was behind that, and now my feet are together. This is my right foot, this is my left foot. So now, the turn, always, our outside turn always takes place when we step forward with the left foot. So now, when we start our outside turn, we do not step straight forward with the left foot. Now bear in mind, whatever number that is depends on whether you are leader or follower. If you are leader, it is count number 1. If you are follower, it is count number 5. But whichever count you are using, regardless of your position, when you step forward to get into your turn, instead of stepping straight forward, you want to give yourself a little head start by rotating slightly to the right. You're going to start by crossing over with your left foot in rotation, which means you're going to rise up on the ball of your right foot and allow yourself to rotate on that ball. So here we go. From a leader's perspective, we're going to go 1, 2, and we're going to launch ourselves off of 1, rotate around for 3. Again, feet together, and it's 1, 2, 3. If you are looking down at the floor, you will lose balance. Everything will get AFU, PDQ. I promise you, keep your eyes up as you do this. Try this one more time. And 1, 2, 3. And then with a half basic step we finish. 5, 6, 7. Alright, from the follower's perspective, we're going to finish with our turn on 5, 6, 7. So we'll begin with a half a basic, and we're going to go 1, 2, and 3. And now we're going to step forward with the left foot, crossing over for 5, 6, 7. Notice my feet are not perfectly together. I do not want my feet together, right? If my feet are together, then I only have one point of contact with the floor. I have no balance, no flex, and I need to have that. If my feet are together, I have no balance and I have no flex, right? Okay, so we always want to have 2 points of contact with the floor. Let's try this. We're going to go from the leader's perspective, 2 basic steps. This is always a little bit better when there's some momentum involved. We're going to use 2 basic steps, and we're going to turn on the 3rd basic step, and then we're going to finish with 1 last basic step for good measure. Leaders, are you ready? Here we go. Let's begin. We'll do it with the music, we'll do it with the numbers, so that we are sure to be in time with one another. Ready? Let's begin. 5, 6, leaders left foot and forward with the left, back with the right. 1, 2, 3, ready and turn. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and stop. Alright, you ready to try that one more time? Let's do it again, leaders. Ready? Let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, turn. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, ready and stop. Excellent job, followers. Line up, let's begin. Ready, right foot back. And 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Ready and turn. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and stop. Followers, let's try that one more time together. Line it up. Let's get ready. Here we and go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Ready and turn. 5, 6, 7. Finish. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and stop. Excellent job. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Okay, So, I know that that is going to give you some bedevilment for a while. But it is a very, very, very important part of the basic step. It is a very, very important part of salsa dancing, and knowing the mechanics of turning is hugely important. So I'm going to leave you with just this to practice. All you need to do is remember, keep your eyes up, keep your head up. Good luck, and I'll see you next week. See you in the Zoom session. Bye-bye.